students, today let us see how we can solve different numericals based on the kinematic equations or which we have learnt in this chapter motion. Okay, now come to the question. In text question, the first question is, an object has moved through a distance, can it have zero displacement? If yes, support your answer with an example. All of you know that when any object is throwing just vertically upward direction, that it reverses back and reached at the initial throwing point. So the total distance traveled by the object is twice of the maximum height attained by the object, but the displacement created by the object after returning at the initial position becomes zero. So in this case, the total displacement created by object is zero. Similarly, if any car moves along a circular track, or any cyclist moves along a circular track, and after traveling a long journey, if the car driver or the cyclist reaches at its initial position, then the displacement created by the object becomes zero. So this is a possible condition. Now come to the second question. A farmer moves along the boundary of a square field of side 10 meter in 40 seconds. What will be the magnitude of displacement of the farmer at the end of 2 minutes and 20 seconds from his initial position? As we know that the total circumference of the boundary of a square field will be 40 meter, because the side of the square field is 10 meter as given in question. So the circumference of the boundary becomes 40 meter, and one round can be taken by the farmer is made in 40 seconds. So the distance traveled by farmer along the square field is 1 meter per second. So the speed of the farmer is 1 meter per second. So how much distance traveled by the farmer in 2 minutes and 20 seconds? So as we know that in 40 seconds farmer makes one complete revolution, that is 40 meter. So in 2 minutes and 20 seconds there are 140 seconds. 140 seconds, and if we divide this time by 40, then we get 2.5. It means the farmer makes 2.5 round of the field. It means when farmer starts its motion from one side to the other side, then other to third side to fourth, and so on. One round, second round, and half round. Half round means the farmer reached at the diagonal opposite point from the starting point. So the distance traveled by the farmer will be 2.5 times of the 40 meter, that is 100 meter. It means total distance traveled by the farmer becomes 100 meter, but the displacement created by the farmer will be 10 square plus 10 square ka whole root. It means root of 200, that is 10 root 2, that means 14.14 meter. Okay, now come to the third question. Which of the following is true for the displacement? First is, it cannot be zero. This is wrong. The displacement can be positive, negative or zero. Now B, its magnitude is greater than the distance traveled by the object. This is not possible. This is never possible, because distance is never decreases. When some magnitudes provided to the distance, then magnitude of the distance is always increases if the object moves from its initial position. But when the object moves from its initial position in forward direction, then displacement increases. But if object returns back to its initial position, then the displacement decreases continuously. So we can say that displacement is never greater than the distance. It means the distance is always greater than the object. So the magnitude is greater than the distance traveled by object, it means the displacement never attains the greater magnitude than the displacement distance, so this statement is false. Okay, now come to the next question. Here is a question given in example form 8.1. An object travels 16 meter in 4 seconds and then another 16 meter in 2 seconds. What is the average speed of the object? Here we are seeing that an object travels 16 meter in 4 seconds. It means in 1 second object moves 4 meter distance and then another 16 meter in 2 seconds. So in this time, in a small interval of time, object moves a larger distance. So in this case the speed of the object is larger than the earlier case. So what will be the average speed of the object? We know that the average speed provided by the formula total distance traveled by the object divided by the total time taken by the object. It means total distance traveled 16 meter plus 16 meter, that is 32 meter, and the total time taken by the object is 4 seconds plus 2 seconds, that is 6 seconds. So total average speed of the object becomes 16 plus 16, that is 32, divided by 4 plus 2, that is 6. 32 divided by 6, that is equal to what? That is equal to 5.33 meter per second. Okay, tomorrow we will discuss more examples and text questions of this chapter. Okay, thank you.